And as time flies by, you'll open up your eyes wide. You feel it's gonna go your way. Hey, hey, it's a brand new day. Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome back to Marbella Now and to the Exhibition Centre in Marbella. My name is Nicole King, and it's been wonderful recording this show here. There's so much going on at the Exhibition Centre regardless of the restrictions, so do check it out because there are great events going on. You can do events here too. And right now I'm very excited to welcome my next guest. Her name is Rosalia. I've never met her before now. She comes through Collective Calling, and just a few minutes we've been chatting, Rosalia, off camera. So excited to meet you. Where did you come from?
Oh.
Who are you? How long have you been in Marbella?
Oh, thank you. I feel just the same, and I'm really excited from being here. This is like great because, like I told you before, your energy is amazing, and that makes you feel like good about everything. And I think we need more of that, especially in these challenging times we are living. And well, my name is Rosalia. But here in Spain, it's easy for people to call me Rosalia, like the singer.
Yeah, like Rosalia.
Yeah, but I'm not the singer. So.
Rosalia.
Yes,
That's nice.
Yes, but you can call me. It's okay. And I'm from Cuba, and I'm really happy to be here. So.
How did you come to be in Marbella? Is it through your family, or is it a decision of your own?
Yes. I have an aunt here, but I came because I was working at the radio, and it was like a project of cultural exchange, and I love this place. And Cubans, my country is beautiful, but it's a bit complicated somehow. And well, I think that for humans, we always think that we need more than what we have. And sometimes that in our own personal quest, that means that we go to other countries, and somehow we are all immigrants. I think that's a name we use to describe something that in the end is not something that makes us different. On the contrary, it's something that it's like...
It unites us, we have that in common.
Exactly, we are all human beings.
I don't know if you find it, but I do. Surprising, particularly say with our British community, when they talk about the immigrants going into England, and a lot of the Brexiters were because of immigration and things like that. And then here in Marbella, I hear them with the same conversation. It's like, but you are an immigrant. Like they don't see it. We don't see it in ourselves. We see it in others.
Yes, it's amazing how we keep. I think that's one of the things that we need to grow as a humans and stop being egocentric or ethnocentric and be more war-centric, and realize that. Those names, those terms that just make us look different, it's just what is somehow take us to where we are now. And this coronavirus situation somehow is make us realize that we need to grow in that aspect and value the things that are really important beyond our egocentric and our... and
I think it has, like the COVID, the lockdown, loss of jobs, has put a lot of people, I don't want to say in their place, but I think a lot of people have hit reality very hard. And so, in my personal experience, realizing that if you can't do something, nothing can be done to solve a situation when things are closed, that really no pasa nada, nothing's going to happen. And I think a lot of us over worry, we over stress ourselves, we overcommit our diaries to too many meetings and appointments in one day, and we're basically trying to get life done as opposed to living life.
It's like somehow like society is like we have all these rules, and we think that in order to be happy we need to chase these things that are not, that we are now realizing that are not the things that really make us happy, that we don't. Yes, we are living in a physical world, material world, when we need material things to live, but those things don't define us. Those things are not who we are, and we can have them, and we can have sorry, this word.
You can say it in Spanish, or we can translate between us as we
Yes.
go. No te preocupes.
Abundance is beyond what we have, like having a nice house or having a car because we need to go to places. And abundance is like our natural state, and somehow we are realizing that. And it's about what we were talking before. All those things that make us different, we just now are coming to realize that we are the same. It doesn't matter if you are from England, if you are from Africa, it doesn't matter. We are human beings, and we are here to live this experience and to grow and to feel love and to share that love. And I think that is what we need to focus now. And after what you said before, crisis, we are afraid of changes. We are afraid of not knowing what is going to happen. And this situation about unemployment and all the things that we know that are happening, and families that don't know how they are going to pay the rent or have the food, but still, like, as humans, part of this amazing war and having this amazing opportunity of being here, and so much beauty, so much things
There's
to
so much
see
to
and
enjoy if we just live the present moment.
Yeah. Oh,
A
sorry.
question.
I think I'm going.
Are you a psychologist? What is your profession?
Yes.
You're a psychologist. And I'm saying this
Tú eres
because
adivina.
it's just the passion. You obviously love what you do. You obviously love helping people, and
Yes.
the way that you're talking, in the sense is, I'm very empathetic, and I feel that at the moment, as you're saying, although we're all the same and we deserve the same privileges, but at the same time we're all unique and we should celebrate our differences.
Yes.
And I think somewhere along the line between all being the same and being a block of the same,
Yes.
it needs to change. Like, I like the fact that we have our English traditions or Cuban traditions and Spanish traditions. I don't want one block. The same, we should have
Yes.
unique fingerprints. We
Yes.
need to be unique within our oneness.
Exactly. Like stars, we are all different, but we all have our own light, and we can shine, and we don't need to keep feeling like because you shine, that is gonna make me not shine. Or no, I'm happy if you shine because you shine, and I can shine as well. And I keep talking about shining.
But no, but it really is. I'm very much of hashtag better together.
Yes.
And even if somebody does exactly the same thing as one does,
Yes.
they will do it differently.
because they have their own uniqueness, and that's the magic.
I wish we were
think.
close. I want to hug you and high five
Yes,
you.
me
It's
too.
like-
I love
It's exactly like that.
Yes. Oh my God, you're gonna bring all that.
The nice thing is also the more I learn about you, and you've come today in representation
Yes.
of Collective Calling. Collective Calling is a fabulous association run by Paul and Hema Carr. They're doing an enormous amount to help people who are homeless, hungry, and they continue to do it in lockdown and since then. How are you helping out? Because they need so much support because they've taken on so much responsibility of helping.
Yes, I was just going to that. Like, I was thinking before, the name Collective Calling is great. It's exactly what we need now, and I'm so happy to be part of the organization. It's like I'm really happy because this is like one of those moments, one of those times when we actually are called to be a collective and to support each other and to help each other to grow. And it's not, for example, the organization, they started doing something completely different. They just were working with immigrants and refugees and kids and helping children to get out of the streets to have a future. And because of coronavirus, they just somehow just adapt to what we are living, and they are growing in that aspect. And for me, that's amazing because now they are not just focused. They keep doing the work that they started, of course, and they keep helping children. But now they are trying to learn what we really need in these times, and they are helping the local community and the families, and they are doing surveys to see which are the most challenging aspects and ways to actually help and actually do things that make the difference. And that aspect, before I get lost in all the the light and the energy, I want to call people to join us and do volunteer if you feel like you always have that desire inside of you, but somehow we get lost in our daily routines. But if you feel like you want to help and you're ready, we are really happy to give you the welcome.
And it's very therapeutic, isn't it? I mean, a lot of people who've lost their jobs, a lot of people are feeling worthless. It's a weird word, worthless, but a lot of people are
not
feeling,
enough.
that they're not maintaining their families, they're not pulling their weight. Helping out with a charity is a good way, not only just to take your mind off the situation, but doing good for others somehow always works out that something good happens back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and there are a lot of different ways to collaborate. Obviously, you can give money, but time is a very valuable quantity, more valuable than we consider. But people, for example, when you get donations, those have to be registered. The families that are giving that, the food has to be made into packages. It then has to be delivered. So drivers, packers, I mean, they're getting collections. A lot of ways of helping, aren't there?
Yes, there are a lot of ways of helping. Now we have an amazing project that it's about how help families, not just because right now we have a lot of families that we are helping with food, and we are spending like 800 euros a month in food, and we are going to keep doing that. But it's not just about give them food or the things that they need. It's about how we can grow in a way. Like, I keep using that word, but for me I think is really important, because that's what we are here for. And giving them tools to adapt to any situation, to find a way to resolution of problems. And yes, this is a hard situation, this is challenging.
Is this where you're going to be getting involved with helping people?
Yes.
Because our mental state of mind affects our physical health as well. And so finding the light at the end of a tunnel, because sometimes you can't even find the tunnel, let alone the light at the end of the tunnel.
Even with the signs, like, here's the tunnel. Oh, what is it? I can see the tunnel. Yes, I think that that's one of the biggest challenges that we are facing now, and that's why I'm really happy and excited about this project, that is not just helping the families with, things that are really important, but it's about how can we do a little more. How can we help them to find tools to do, for example, something as simple as doing a CV.
A CV.
Yes, sometimes it sounds like, oh, that's easy, but when you have to do it, it's when you have the proper tools, that makes you feel more comfortable if you go to an interview, and if you have the right, if you are positive, even when the situation is like really difficult, but you still have that mindset that you're gonna be okay, that it's going to be another day. And somehow it's really important to be in the present, in the moment. But as humans, we also need that end of the tunnel, that light,
the reason to get up, the illusion.
Yes, that now I don't know how it's going to be, but I have that feeling that it's going to be okay, because we have each other.
And sometimes having someone like you to talk through things. I know with my children's friends, when they were doing CVs and they wouldn't know what they just said, I'm a waiter. And it's like, no, you did the counts at the end of the day, you closed up the till, you did the stock, you did this, you paid the employees. So actually they had abilities that they didn't realize, and they didn't know how to express them. So they weren't a waiter, they actually had a far more experience. So having help in that respect, I think, is another big plus for collective calling.
It's empowerment. It's like, yes, maybe I didn't do everything I wanted to. It's easy to see the things that we haven't accomplished and the things we don't have. Why don't we see the things that we actually have? We have each other. This is our collective calling. This is the way. It doesn't matter how can you help, because sometimes it's like, oh, I don't have the money. I don't have the time. Like, sometimes we feel like that, but you have something special. You just need to find that thing in yourself, and not needing that someone else see it, because it's like what you were saying before. What we bring to the world is what we are going to receive the same way. And it's not like, okay, I'm gonna do this or give you this because I'm expecting to do this. No, what comes from your heart, from your true self, without being afraid of
what people think,
yes,
people say.
Or if you accept me or not, or society. I think we come so far that it's not about that anymore. You can be your own person, I can be my own person, and we can find a way of be together in this amazing planet and take care of each other. And
I hope you're all listening, because this young lady knows what she's talking about.
oh,
Rosalia,
no, trust me, sometimes I don't.
well, we won't know the difference.
I just say what it's what I'm talking, like, you just need to talk your truth, and sometimes that means that some people, they have their own expectations, and we have in our relationships, we have our own unmet desires somehow, or our own, the things that we need to heal. And sometimes it's hard, sometimes it's not about me, about you. For example, in a relationship, sometimes it's about me and what I haven't been able to accept about myself. And that's the thing, it's like a mirror. And that makes relationships interesting. I'm not going to say complicated.
Is this what you, in your working world, in your private world, when you're not volunteering for collective calling, is this your speciality? Where do you concentrate, and do you feel your gifts lead you to help others? Why should our viewers call and say, I want Rosalia to have a chat with her?
Oh, that's a good question. Well, all your questions are really good. I just
You're just a coach, and you meet the person, and you know what to do. You can say it, it's a natural.
I'm just myself, and that's my biggest challenge is to accept myself, because I used to be the crazy. Still, sometimes people still call me the crazy Cuban or crazy.
We were talking about this before. I'm
yeah.
the crazy English logger.
Yeah.
But I think it's because I like to smile, I like to laugh, I like to make people feel good about themselves.
Yeah.
I have a
Yes.
gift of, I can see 100 bad things, but I'm looking, where's the good one?
What is the good one?
Where's the good one? And I want
Yes.
to only talk about that one, because often when you concentrate on that one good one,
Yeah.
the others kind of just seem to melt away.
And that doesn't mean that we don't have things to improve, that we can be better, but that growing, it have to go from, it have to, el punto de partida.
There's a starting point.
Tienen que ser desde, yes, I can be better, but I still accept myself. And that's a huge challenge for all of us.
But
and
better is only based on someone's opinion, either our own or someone else's. As long as we're just being better according to our own opinion,
yes,
then that's okay.
And find ourselves. And if we are different, it's okay. I'm gonna accept myself, and I'm not asking you to accept yourself. But when we do relationships from the point that you accept yourself and I accept myself, and I know that I can bring something to that relationship, and you're going to bring something, it's like, for me sometimes it's a bit complicated to, for example, there is a person in my life, a really important person for me, my family, that says something that in that point I was feeling like, you know, it's very easy for the ego to feel like you're being judged somehow. And in that point I was feeling like that little child that something, a word can change the way you can see the world, you know? And I was, the phrase is that I was living on a cloud. And yes, I love that cloud. I love to look at the sky, and even if everything looks like it is really complicated or I don't know the answer sometimes, it's just about breathing and feeling grateful for being here. And
don't change that. Einstein was not allowed into university because they said he always had his head in the cloud, because he was thinking of things more important than being told what to do. And sometimes just being oneself is okay. No, it's always okay to be oneself. Rosalia, we have to leave it there for today, but I know we'll be seeing a lot more of you. Thank you so much. Do get in contact with Collective Calling.
Yes, please.
To volunteer. You can give time, you can give money, and you can give donations of food, you can give your expertise, and at least you can pass the message on to someone else who might be interested.
Yes.
If you're not. We'll be seeing Rosalia again right now. We're going to some messages from our sponsors. Thank you so much to Linear Director, because not only they are an honest and upfront insurance company that actually do what they say, and they do cater to our specific needs, even with free taxis 4 times a month if we've been drinking. Don't go away. I'll be back after this.
Hey, hey.
Judy likes to consider herself a clever young woman. which is why she thought very carefully before choosing her insurance company. Now that she needs it, she's jolly glad she chose Linear Director, as it looks as if she might have something better to do. Why don't you be clever, like Judy? Call Linear Director on 952 14 78 34 and see which policy is best for you.
When I'm the designated driver, I think it's only fair that I get to choose a zero-hero venue that rewards me with free soft drinks. My friends all get to choose and booze, and they feel safe going home with me. Make sure that you get your reward for being the designated driver. Why pay if you don't have to?
Hi guys, Ross here from Hogan Stand. Proud to be a member of the Zero Hero campaign. And we recommend everybody. Nobody drives drinking. Everybody who drives a car doesn't have any alcohol in their system, and we're proud to sponsor the Zero Hero program.
G-Wine is happy to be Zero Hero partner.
How cool is that? G-Wine.
Thank you.
That's
But
okay.
I'm proud to present Zero the Hero. Never drink and drive.
Yes, I mean, do you think that
McNulty's is proud to be a Zero Hero partner?
Out of bounds, Zero Hero partners.
Here we are, sticker going on. Delighted to welcome everybody and to be part of the Zero Hero campaign. Delighted.
Zero Hero, welcome here. Ha llegado de Maroons.
We haven't spoken about this for a while, but it's equally as important. If you are in Marbella, living here, whether in your own home or in rented property, you should be registered on the padrón, empadronarte. Now, this is important. Why? Because having nice services and keeping Marbella a five-star Marbella as it is depends on us doing so. We get rubbish trucks, we get firemen, we get policemen, we get all kinds of services that will only be given if we have the money to do so. And how do they get that money? Well, the central government allocates a set amount per capita per city. Now, if you're living in a block where no one is registered on the town hall, it's very possible you won't even have rubbish bins outside your house because nobody knows you're living there, so why would they send you services? It really, really is important. Medical care, education, even the right to vote in local and European elections, well, depending on where you're from. It is important to register on the town padron. I think you have to renew every 2 years and every 5 years if you're a resident, permanent resident. But do just contact your local town hall office, check out, see if you are on the padron, and if not, do, because it's very easy to do. There's not much paperwork involved, and there are many benefits, including discounts on different activities from the town hall. Check it out. Thank you.
Let the music get to your heart. Let it set you on your way.
I can't believe that's the end of another week. And not only that, it's mid-February and it's Valentine's Day. Not the usual Valentine's Day, our poor restaurants not being able to take advantage of this day, or us to go out and celebrate with our loved ones, but an opportunity to just share the love at home. You are special. We're special every day, and we should remember that. There's no one particular day. Well, I've really enjoyed meeting everybody this week and sharing what's going on in Marbella Now. Please do go to our Facebook page and our Instagram to keep up with what's going on there also, and come down to the exhibition centre. They'll be very, very happy to welcome you. As I said, the foreigners department is upstairs as well, so there's a lot of things going on, and you just have to pop in to find out more or give them a call. Anyway, that's it. I will say no more except go to my website nicoleking.es for links to the follow-up and the online programs of all the shows that we've already broadcast, a link to my column in the Euro Weekly News Marbella Moments, and of course a link to our Zero Hero website. And although the restaurants haven't been open when we recorded, hopefully they will be very, very soon. Take care of yourselves, be nice to each other, and see you next week.